Today is a great day for Alpharetta High School, as the class of 2020 is moving on with their lives. Unfortunately, a lot of them didn't get the chance to say goodbye. So Alec Bethany and I reached out to many seniors and asked them about their wonderful experiences and great teachers here at Alpharetta. Take a look.
What is one of my most memorable moments of Alpharetta, or being a senior, or of Alpharetta? I'd have to say my senior year marching band season. I had the most fun that I've ever had, and I made the best friends, and I got really close to them. And they're the friends I've always waited for and always wanted, and that's my favorite moment.
The French field trip, we had one every year where we would go to a restaurant and we would get to all pile up in the bus together and talk the whole way there, and then we'd get to the restaurant and we would all, pull the tables together to try to sit all of us in one big table. And, it was just really fun getting to socialize with everyone while eating good food.
My most memorable moment at Alpharetta High School was probably my junior year making it to state for the 800-meter run, and my senior year making it individually for cross country for state.
My most memorable moment at Alpharetta was probably the time I was walking to my car and I was met by two other students carrying a jug of water through the senior parking lot. They asked if I wanted some and I was very confused, but they filled up my water bottle and then continued to find other students to give water to. Still don't really know why they were doing that.
My favorite memory from high school has got to be winning the state championship for track and field last year.
One of my most memorable moments I've had for my 4 years of Alpharetta was working in the Raidertron crew for the Friday football game. And one of these nights this year, I remember while we were setting up the cameras on top of the Raidertron tower, me and my friends had the idea of competing and throwing paper airplanes, making them and throwing paper airplanes over the tower and into the field of the football stadium.
The entire 4 years I spent on cross country, that was just a great experience, just meeting people, having fun, Disney trips with the boys and stuff. That's something I'll never forget.
It's probably when I played at the Midwest Clinic in Chicago with my orchestra, because I got to play music I never thought I'd be able to play. I got to meet some pretty famous composers, and I got to play special instruments like an electric violin, and I never thought I'd be able to do that.
There's a lot, but I'd probably say it was my freshman year winter concert, chorus winter concert, and Miss Austin, or known as Miss Levesque, now was proposed to and is really cute.
The senior tailgate, being on the morning show, taking culinary, and then also taking band.
When my IB performance lit class performed A Streetcar Named Desire, it was the first real play that we performed in front of a larger audience, and the first time that I'd really put myself out there in terms of acting on a stage. Our class was already small to begin with, and it just brought us even closer, and it was also just really exciting and really exhilarating.
Firstly, one of my favorite memories of being at Alpharetta is volunteering at International Night, because I was a United Latina Foundation member and a leader for the past 2 years, or a member for the past 4. But it's just always a wonderful experience because of all the music and the fun and just the community that we feel when we're hosting, because it involves everyone at Alpharetta.
Who's your favorite teacher and why?
My favorite teacher from Alpharetta, Miss Smither. She's just no nonsense and she's straightforward, but she's also if you need help, she's there, and get your work done and everything's gonna be okay, She's just a great teacher.
My favorite teacher at Alpharetta has to be Mr. Smiley. I just think that he's really, really good at making the lesson more fun.
I would have to say she wasn't my teacher anymore after sophomore year, but Miss Wright, she did a lot to help me. She gave me goals, realistic goals, not saying that you can do this, go far beyond everything. She gave me realistic goals and how to do it. She planned out how I could do it and why it would work for me, and she tried to relate to me, which was really nice.
Say my favorite teacher is a tie between a few people, but I had Dr. Payne for 2 years in a row, so I'll go with her.
What's your favorite teacher and why? My favorite teacher of all time here in Alpharetta would have to be my 9th and 12th grade language arts teacher, Mr. Womack.
My favorite teacher has to be a tie between Miss Ameda and Mr. Womack.
And my favorite teacher is probably Mr. Womack.
One of my favorite teachers has got to be Mr. Womack.
I like him a lot because he's very energetic and he makes like language arts seem very fun.
Both made me feel incredibly welcome in their classrooms and want nothing but the best for their students. I'll definitely remember them when I look back on high school.
Because he constantly inspires me to be the best version of myself and always encourages my passions in reading and writing. He really changed my life. My high school career was much better because of him.
And I say that because I feel like he really went the extra mile to let his students know that he genuinely cares about them. And he also really inspired my love for literature in a way that pushed me to take it more seriously and to turn it into something bigger than it was before.
My favorite teacher, or one of my favorite teachers, would be Chef Weber, because he made culinary class just really fun. And he was a really awesome guy, and he was very funny. And I just respected him a lot as a teacher.
My favorite teacher was Miss McGill. I had her sophomore year for AP Art History. She felt like a second mom to me. I just loved everything about her class, the way she taught. It just felt very welcoming, and I'll just never forget how much I really enjoyed that class.
My favorite teacher was probably Mr. Sy. He was always there. You could talk football with him. He's just a great teacher and a great guy, and I loved his class.
My favorite teacher is Dr. Laux.
My favorite teacher who I absolutely needed growing up and developing these past 4 years was Dr. Laux.
Because of how just caring and considerate he is for his students. He is definitely a teacher I'm able to go with both my personal and my school problems because I just trust him with everything.
He was like my dad at school. I would go through tough times in high school and I thought I was alone, and he was just my dad. I could tell him anything and I could cry in front of him, and he'd give me good advice, and I just love him so much.
So this is the last question.
What am I going to miss most about Alpharetta? Probably the people. I have a lot of underclassmen friends.
Being in class with my friends.
The thing that I will miss the most about Alpharetta is hanging out with my friends before and after school.
Just being so close to my friends all the time and being able to make good memories through track and cross country and all the other things I've done.
I'm going to miss my friends. I love them so much. And the teachers and the staff and just anyone who made Alpharetta fun. So yeah.
What I'm going to miss the most about Alpharetta would probably have to be the teachers. There's a lot of teachers that really have our best interests at heart, and you can really tell when they really want us to succeed and they really put in all this effort to help us out. They are basically pushing us in the right direction, not only just through high school, but also out of high school.
And what are you going to miss the most about Alpharetta? Chorus. I loved chorus. The chorus and arts program is really good. Chorus is like a family.
What am I going to miss most?
Honestly, what I'm going to miss the most is just being able to walk through the halls and see everyone.
I'm probably going to just miss walking through the halls and just seeing random people, and just being able to talk to that person for 2 seconds and try to brighten their day.
Something I'm going to miss the most about Alpharetta is the sense of family I have here. Not just with the friends that I have, with everyone. We all treat each other kindly, and we're all family.
One thing that I'm really going to miss about Alpharetta is just the class of 2020 in general. I met so many amazing people and so many teachers that have influenced the person that I am today and have influenced the career that I'd like to pursue in the future.
What am I going to miss most? I'm mostly going to miss my orchestra because I was a manager or president this year, and just throughout all 4 years I've really built a really strong connection with my orchestra. I consider them my family away from home.
And something I'll miss the most about Alpharetta High School is probably the teachers I had. I just made such good connections with them, and it's really sad to not see them every day, pass them in the halls or say hi. And I'll also miss the cross country and track program.
My AHS. We had a good time.